there's a lot of talk about, oh, we're back, because there's a lot of like racism jokes, black people laughing about white people.
Wasn't
white
Kevin
people laughing
Hart
about
one of the
black people.
canceled ones too? Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, and they
Oscars
discussed
host?
that. Yeah, he got canceled from the Oscars. So Tony Hinchcliffe, the guy from Kill Tony, had a joke about George Floyd in it. And let's go and see what that joke is. Here's a quick 11-second clip.
You've done good, though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
Okay.
Is he doing blackface too?
No. He's just extremely orange. It doesn't help that his face matches the
same
background.
color, yeah.
Right. Well, wouldn't you know it? People are pissed.
Oh, they need to get a sense of humor.
BLM leaders hold press conference on the crisis of Netflix allowing a joke about
No,
George
but she looks
Floyd.
like a turtle with hair on, so who cares what she thinks?
So racist. All right, let's see what she has to say.
Again, it is not a laughing matter. We are here today to call your attention to the fact that an egregious, disgusting joke was made about George Floyd. Here we are about to memorialize George Floyd for year 6
Fuck that.
after.
How do you really feel, Cindy?
No, fuck that. Like, what is she gonna do? She's gonna buy an emotional support mansion with all the money she gets, and then be like, "Oh no, it's for George Floyd." Fuck these people and their fucking posturing.
Didn't he threaten a pregnant woman? Do they not care about that woman? Weird.
No, they don't. They don't care about any of it.
See,
No, they don't.
I've been my take on this has always been pretty extreme, which is this for me would be life in prison, immediate. So anyone that tries to get in the way of free speech, anything, you should be terrified to get in the way of it.
Absolutely.
Immediate life in prison or you're deported. Someone's allowed to make a joke. Shut up. Move on. They made a joke about Charlie Kirk that was pretty fucking vicious. I actually kind of found it funny. But, whatever. Move on. It's a joke. You don't silence people. And to me, that should be freedom of speech is critical. It has to exist because the great thing about freedom of speech is it prevents violence. Because when you're able to freely feel like you can speak, then that prevents getting to the need of violence to make your message clear, right? So it's important that we all feel welcome to say something without fear of threat of cancellation or harm or anything like that. So I've always felt you do something like this, immediate deportation. You're not even you're escorted out or life in prison. Pick one of the
Give her
other.
bananas and rice and send her
There
to
you go.
Somalia.
There you go.
I am. I'm gonna make sure this looks like our thumbnail. I saw a super chat about this, but okay. So let's go continue this really fast because what I feel is happening here, right? We use phrases. She can think that it's not in good taste to make a joke about George Floyd. That's fine. But what we do now in society is we take something that you may find distasteful or you may not like, and then start immediately using words like egregious, hateful, right? And start not just saying something you don't like. It's now exponentially worse. And that's exactly what I feel is happening right here. So let's see what else and why this free speech needs to stop.
His brutal murder at the hands of the Minneapolis Police Department.
Brutal.
Our community is still
What a
experiencing grief and trauma. We have young people in our community who were children at the time. They're now teenagers, still dealing with the impacts of the police killing of George Floyd.
Do you
Teach
think it's
them-
because
Oh.
right? Yes. Go ahead.
No,
Cindy.
teach them not to do drugs, you twat. Like, I mean, honestly, point out the real problems that George Floyd had. Don't gloss over them or pretend they didn't happen. So I cannot stand these people.
Okay, I'm going to say something here which is going to piss people off. Okay. This right here, the woeful ignorance of what happened literally in front of everybody, and I'm going to tie this into the quartering, is exactly what's happening with Melanie Mack. Her refusal to look at the facts in front of her face right here is what this lady is experiencing. So when you call this shit out, you got to call the shit out over there too, right? The woeful ignorance of oh, well, he was a hero. And Why do you think that people are so traumatized about this? It's because you keep talking about it and you're propping up this drug-fueled maniac as a hero. That's why.
What heroic deed did he do exactly? Like, he couldn't say anything. He had a knee on his throat. There was nothing heroic or groundbreaking that he could have said in his final moments. I just think that this is such tremendous posturing to say, hey, this is something you should grieve over. But if you look at the facts, no, he should be a cautionary tale of why you shouldn't do drugs and why you should listen to the fucking police and treat them with respect. They're protecting your neighborhood. Fuck you, lady.
I feel like we're making too much. Like, this is very simple. Again, people are allowed to make jokes, because then where does it stop? I can't make fun of a fat person. I can't make fun of someone with a disability, whatever the hell it is. So I just stop it there. You just told someone that they can't make a joke. Instantly booted from the country. Get out, never welcome again. The end, period.
I'm tired of their policing. Like, they make no sense. They want to say, hey, there should be free speech, but you can't speak badly about a black person. Like, no, fuck you, lady. Oh my gosh, it makes me so mad. I'm sorry.
The irony, there's a lot of irony in what you just said there, Cindy, right? The policing of the language, as they're so mad about police, right?
That's the thing, though, is that they all have zero self-awareness, and it's in everything now. The louder they speak and talk about things that don't make sense, is the lack of self-awareness is always really fucking evident. Like, it's nuts.
Let's see where this goes.
And instead of allowing our community to grieve in peace, to celebrate George Floyd in peace, we have Netflix comedians making light of the brutal killing of George Floyd. It is
okay. Hold
Saint Floyd of the fentanyl.
What does this mean? Until we are all? Does this say all free?
All free, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Until we're. What is that? What exactly does that mean? What freedoms does he not have that Phoenix has, or Blabs has, or you have, Cindy, or anybody, or this guy right here next to him? I don't understand it. And whenever that question is asked, nobody can ever answer it. Ever.
Actually, if you think about it, they have slightly more free speech than we do, because they can call each other the N-word if it doesn't have the R word. A hard R, sorry.
Let's continue.
Unacceptable, and it is unconscionable. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Once again, these words, unacceptable and unconscionable. Oh my gosh. And
wait, don't they not have computers, so you're expecting them to understand their vocabulary? Like, honestly, lady.
Tony Hinchcliffe made a grotesque joke saying that
she laughed.
Must be pretty funny. pretty good joke, just saying.
George Floyd is looking up at us, laughing, and he can't breathe. When I saw the clip online, it made me sick to my stomach. We are here to declare today.
Don't lie.
Bingo. Yep, 100%.
That there needs to be accountability for Kevin Hart
Netflix
roast.
Yes! No, she's right. There should be absolutely 100% accountability to what George Floyd did. Okay? Let's really talk about accountability.
She just needs someone to take, just like that horse fart, just take an exquisite shit on her face. Like, it just shut up. We're all done with this. Shut up. Fatigue. Shut up. Just done.
Joke's on you. She's into that shit.
Oh, someone should tell Vince McMahon.
I guarantee how many I would love to see her X account and how many hearts she's hit for every Trump is dead joke. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. Let's find out who this lady is. Who is this lady? Let's just look on Grok, see if we can get an idea, because you're probably right. You're probably right. Like,
guaranteed right.
Just some sort of, let's see. She is a Minneapolis activist. Her name is Leslie Redmond, also known as Leslie E. Redmond. She's a Minneapolis activist, attorney, community organizer, and former president of the Minneapolis NAACP.
She needs to be investigated for fraud.
Let's see. Does she have an X account? Let's find out real quick. My bet is probably not. Oh, she does. She absolutely does. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Does she say anything about?
Did you guys hear that Charlie Kirk joke that I think was at that place? It's vicious, but it's actually kind of funny.
No, what was it?
I don't remember the exact. It was like something like Tony. It was from the SNL guy. I forgot what his name was. His dad died in 9/11. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Wasn't he married at one point to Ariana Grande?
Yes, or
Yeah,
dating.
yeah.
That guy, if you can remember his name, he said
look it up.
something like Charlie Kirk took as many throat shots as Hinchcliffe is done with something or other. It was like something like that. It would. But the reason why I'm saying that is like as a big
Everybody
Charlie
got
Kirk.
it.
Yeah, we all got it. Everyone went oof. We laughed. And I don't recall anyone making a public that they went out into some mall area to say that that speech needs to be banned or whatever
Pete
the hell she's trying
Davidson.
to. Pete Davidson, thank you. I don't recall a press conference being made for that, and that was a pretty fucking vicious joke. So shut up.
So she did tweet. She doesn't tweet very often. She tweeted January 6th, 2021.
Shocking.
Said, yes. She said, on a very serious note, no one should feel safe. As a black woman, I honestly never felt safe in America.
That's
Then you
funny.
leave.
Leave, please.
But
we're begging you, please.
But this
Go to
literal,
Africa, then.
this literally put the entire country in danger. Does real Donald Trump realize that? That is her reference to January 6th.
The only
yet-
danger I saw was from their side,
And yet-
rioting, looting, and killing.
Yeah, and yet the Great White Flight exists, right? Because they don't feel safe having black neighbors. I don't know. Somebody said in chat she also helped Don Lemon organize the protest in the church.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Well, it's never going to end, right? They're looking. I think you're right. They're looking for these crumbs. Don't you dare talk about him like that. Don't you dare talk about George Floyd like that. Anytime we're going to call a press conference, and shame on the fucking press for showing up and putting microphones in front of these people. Like at a certain point when you say, hey, what did BLM do? Oh, they bought a bunch of fucking mansions and real estate. Okay, cool. How did that help anybody? And you see like these people who actually need the help, they're like, I never received anything from any of this shit, right? At what point do you recognize a con being a con and realize that you just had the wool pulled over your eyes? And it's once again the willful ignorance of the media to show up and be like, whatever you say, I don't want to be canceled. It's so ridiculous. And shame on them. Shame on the media for just rushing, ambulance chasing, all this shit.
We need to put that act in place again where they have to report the truth instead of like all this like made up bullshit.
When Ronald Reagan, I think it was the Fairness Doctrine, I think is what it was called. I believe. I'm going to butcher this, but Ronald Reagan was the one who fucked everything up. Essentially what he did was he removed the Fairness Doctrine, if my memory is correct. And the chat's going to call me on this.
I thought it was
the
Obama.
Well, it was Reagan. It was actually long before Obama.
So Cindy is talking about Obama. These are two different things.
Yes. But from what I understand, and this chat will correct me, Reagan got rid of the Fairness Doctrine, which means if you speak to somebody on the left, you got to speak to somebody on the right, specifically when it comes to political candidates right here. This led to the creation of CNN, which led to the creation of Fox, which led to the creation of hyperpolarization when it came to cable news and all this thing. Now, as far as what you're talking about with Obama, I'm not quite familiar with that. Phoenix, do you know what Cindy's referencing here? Or Cindy, what are you referencing?
I don't remember the name of it.
I'm looking at because I know, Cindy, I know what you're talking about. I don't know enough about it. I know exactly what you're talking about. From a quick search, it's saying the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act of 2012.
That is it. Yeah.
This legislation amended the U.S. Information Educational Exchange Act of 1948, which previously prohibited the domestic dissemination of information and programming produced by the U.S. government for foreign audiences, etc. The modernization was intended to update broadcasting laws for the internet age, allowing for more transparency and enabling Americans to access content previously only intended for audiences outside of the U.S. I'd have to look more into it.
By the way, the chat's telling me I'm totally wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry. And if I am totally wrong, fuck me. That's not the first time we'll be wrong today. So
just put on your filter before we do, though. Just put on that hot filter.
Yes. Either way, look, there's been a lot of fuck ups in society, and when it comes to just the ambulance chasing of traditional cable news, that's really the big thing. What I was talking about right there. So, will not be the last time I'm wrong today. So, fuck me and everything that I say. Our goal is 200,000 subscribers. Help us. Let's get there.